We are now live, guys. Now live.
What's going
Let's
on,
see.
Colin?
What's up, brother?
What's happening, man?
Man, you know, this been figuring out this software and stuff. It's been pretty interesting. Um, Need to get that mic out of my face. I know it's ugly. More coverage I can get. It's probably going to get more views, but
Don't break the camera.
you're right. But let's Norman, let's talk about the reason why we're doing this live today or right now, because we're going to do another live here
Very shortly.
here pretty soon. I mean, like within the next hour or so, we're going to do another live with a different purpose. But again, I'm calling Brett. This is my good buddy, brother from another mother, Norman Lee, and we're wanting, or I was wanting to come in here and do. I did a video here Monday. Was it? It might no, it was Wednesday. Wednesday,
Wednesday.
sorry.
Days all
Uh,
run together.
yeah, days all run together with work, fishing, editing videos, and all that. But it all kind of runs together. I done a video Wednesday about giving away the Monster Bass box for January. It is a great box, um, and how you got into it, into the drawing was I needed you to like and subscribe and share the video. I did get 5 new subscribers off of this, so I got a bucket. Well, actually, Norman's got a bucket that here in a little bit we're going to be drawing the names off of it. We've got all 5 people uh, that is in it, uh, ready to go. I really appreciate y'all subscribing. We're trying to grow the CMB Bassin 1983 channel. Um, and so I really appreciate it. And Norman, I appreciate you coming on doing this with me. He's going to be picking the names, so uh, it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Norman, before we do that, let's kind of get some viewers out here. Uh, and if you're on this channel or if you're watching this, hit the comments and say hey to us, and we'll chit chat back and forth through the comments with you. I know we're fine tuning the comments thing to where we can see them pretty quickly for us. Um, so if you can say hey to us, so we know that you're on here. Excuse me, sorry. Uh, I had some Dunkin' Donuts coffee in it, but and that's not a plug either. So they're not paying us yet, Norman. But we are wanting to see who all is on here so we can get this done. Uh, my dad is on here. He is faithfully watching us every time we go on. He is always on here, isn't he, Norm?
Yep, Steve's the man.
So
Steve's the man.
we he's saying the lights look a lot better this time. Well, I give that credit to my good buddy Norman. He changed out his 40-watt lights for some 100-watt lights. Um, he has had the camera lights that he has. He's had it for a while. We just didn't have it turned on, so um, Norman banged it out with that aspect on it. So
Looks like we're in a real TV studio right now. We got lights shining all over the place in our eyes.
it is. It is. So, but before we do the drawing, let's kind of chit chat a little bit about this channel. What this about this year? What my goals and stuff like that are for this channel. My goal is I always want to be able to like show fish catches. I want to show techniques and methods. So that's one thing I want to be able to do a little bit more is teaching the methods of what we're using. Go into more details than what I have here in the past. So, well, you know, Dustin Rogers, you doing good, brother? So, but um, so I'm wanting to do that because I feel like I can help out a lot, even if it's just for like beginner fishermen to be able to kind of help out. I want to be able to do that because I want to be able to show the love that I have for fishing. I want people um, to be able to go out and fish and not be afraid to try different things. So um, that's one thing that I want to do. Norman Lee and I, uh, with our the top notch production company that we own, uh, we've gotten the opportunity to here at the end of March. Where are we going, Norman? At the end of March?
Well, we're going to be at the Bassmaster Classic,
Yeah,
and
that's
that'll be a blast. Of course, we're actually it's going to be kind of different. We'll be on the other side of the fence. We'll have media credentials hanging around our necks.
yeah. We might be on the other side of the fence, but we're going to be able to still smell them fish, though.
You got it, buddy.
But
I'm looking forward to that too. I always wanted to go to the Classic, and now we'll be able to go have some fun, hang out with some pretty cool dudes.
yeah, Dustin, we're doing very well. Good Lord has blessed us to be able to do this year. I know I done a video at the beginning of the year or January 1st. Well, you know, Scott Walker, you doing good, brother? But the good Lord has blessed us, and I done that video at the beginning of the year was pretty much saying like this is our year. This year we're with what we've got going on, we're going to be able to put our footprint into uh, the fishing aspect of things, as in with our YouTube, with the production company, being able to. We're starting podcast. So we've got a big platform that we're going to be able to put our footprint on. That is another big thing that we've got coming up. We're going to be doing another live here probably within the hour, pretty much talking about our podcast. So with that being said, I don't really want to go into too much details because this video here is pretty much primarily just for my YouTube channel. But we also do want to plug Norman's with Norman Lee Fishing. So also subscribe to his channel. But yeah, into March, man, we going to the Classic. We know quite a few people that's going to be fishing in the Classic. We're going to be able to reach out to them. We're going to be doing our chat with Norman Lee, Colin Burnett. While we're there, we might actually do it a couple times during that time and be able to get some of the guys that is fishing in the Classic, talk to them about what's going on the water and what they're thinking and stuff like that. Kind of get the inside juice about it. So that I'm really excited about, Norman. So then what is it? July. Was it July 11th? What's going on, Norman, in July 11th?
Well, we'll be back down. We'll be back down to Orlando again this year for ICAST. We actually got a chance to go down there last year. It was your first time ever.
Yeah, my first time last year. So we got the old brother-in-law on, Jonathan Hawkins. Yeah. Man, he's always faithful to us too.
What's up, Jonathan? How brother?
And if we can get a lot of people like my dad and Jonathan on here that's faithfully, which we're growing. This is brand new for us, so I know we're growing. Um, but but again, if you're on Facebook, like the crap out of this video, so it's going to be able to get out there to everybody. Um, it never fails, Norman. What do you think Jonathan's asking about when he just
When's
comes?
dinner?
That is exactly what his comment is. Is what he said. What's for dinner? So
I don't know, dude, but I just had a big old plate of bacon about an hour ago. A couple biscuits. My wife made me some. I think it was 2 eggs with smothered in cheese. So I ate good this morning.
oh, and we got the privilege to have Lori. And Lori is a good friend of Norman and I's. That she is with two chicks and a boat. And
Yes.
talking about her and Beth, I love them to death. They are the sweetest people out there. They will do anything for you. But while I'm talking about that, I know this video is about giving away this monster bass box, but if you're in the Chattanooga area here at the end of March, um, let's let's show them the support from the Chattanooga area because they are doing a tournament trail called Two Chicks and a Boat Tournament Trail. Their first stop of the year is going to be Chickamauga. So let's show them support. Let's show them girls that, hey, we're here right behind you. We love what you're doing. So let's show them support. We love the fact that Lori and Beth has reached out to us, and Norman and I are going to be there. And Lori, can you comment on the date exactly? I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know the exact date that it's going to be on. But let's show up for them doing this tournament trail because it is an awesome deal. Lori is also. I talked to her yesterday. Um, Her and Beth are going to be doing a. Excuse me. Doing. Uh, oh shoot. Like a what is it called, Norman? When you go, they're going to Bass Pro. They're talking about fishing and stuff like that, trying to teach fishing.
Seminar.
A seminar, right,
Gonna
right,
be
right.
giving a seminar.
They're doing a seminar uh, at Bass Pro for 2 hours at our local Bass Pro. So what a great thing that they're doing. I love it. Um, but let's see. Scott Walker says rockfish bites and crab cakes. So he's answering Jonathan's questions for what's for dinner. I love it. I love it. Um, so, but what we're doing uh, at iCast is we're going to be down there for iCast on the water that first day. We're going to be able to go. We're going to go live on our YouTube's. I think is probably going to be the way that while we're there because we can't. It's not going to be like we can carry our computers and stuff like that to be able to broadcast. We can do it on our phones through YouTube. We might do it through Facebook somehow, but we're wanting to try to share the experience of the iCast a lot more than what we did last year. Uh, we're going to be down there for the iCast on the water. The first 2 days, that never fails. Uh, Jonathan just said he's answering Scott Walker's thing about the rockfish bites and crab cakes. He says as long as Colin is buying, he is in. So, but what's up, Matt? You doing good, brother? So, so we're going to be down in doing like in the show, walking around. they got the eye cast on the water, and then the next 2 days we're actually going to be in the convention center, walking around in the show, doing little videos and stuff like that with the different companies. So we're going to do that, and then after we get done with those 2 days, Norman, what are we doing?
We'll be heading down south. Actually, we'll already be down south. We'll be heading further south down to Highlands County, and we'll be spending the next, what is it, next 4 or 5 days, and we'll be doing a lot of fishing. We'll be doing some filming, and hopefully we're definitely, well, not hopefully, we're definitely getting back down to the Everglades.
Yeah.
Catch some more of those peacocks.
Yeah.
And but we'll be hitting some of the lakes around Lake Placid too. We'll probably spend a day on Lake June, a day on Lake Placid, possibly Estepoga.
Yeah.
And plus, good friend of mine, good friend of Collins, Dennis Crenshaw, the owner of Lake Placid Freshwater Charter and Guide, crappie guide, and I'll add to this too, the best crappie guide in the South, best crappie guide in the state of Florida. But anyway, shout out to Dennis. We're gonna be he's gonna be putting our ugly mugs up for 4 days, him and his wife. So we thank Dennis for that as well. But we're gonna try to get out one evening with Dennis, possibly do a crappie trip with Dennis and film it. So that ought to be epic right there.
Yeah. Scott Walker and Jonathan are in a conversation about food. So
there you go, guys.
Jonathan just made a good friend. But Scott Walker said market price for those sandwiches are $35 a piece.
Oh man!
And Jonathan said they better be real good sandwiches for $35. Then
we got a food war going on.
You should take some of my ill shaky heads with you. Scott, where are you located? Are you down in Florida, or are you around the Chattanooga area? So and then on YouTube we got Fish Hay has joined us. So what's up, Fish Hay? But
I think it's just Fish.
He's in Maryland, on the Chesapeake Bay. So, and we also got my brother Michael online. How you doing, brother? Man, it's great to see you. I hope everybody is well and staying warm and in the Nashville area.
I think that on YouTube it's Fish, and they just said hey to us.
Oh, it's just Fish. I am so sorry. So I'm glad you were able, because it's just on my screen it just pops up real.
So what's
real
going
small.
on? What's going on, Fish?
And man, we're getting people joining on here. I love it. We got Jeremy Winsett with Drifter Jigs. This guy's a good buddy of Norman and I's. He is the owner of Drifter Jigs, and if you are looking for some good jigs, he is the man to contact. Look him up on Facebook. You can look up that Jeremy Winsett, or just look up Drifter Jigs. Drifter Jigs, I have used on Nickajack. We have crushed a bunch of fish using his jigs. So we want to throw him a plug for that. I know he also just started doing some football head jigs. He is growing pretty fast for what he's in a lot of bait shops, but we want to throw him a little plug. And Jonathan's still talking about food. So Scott Walker says Off the Hook Jigs has been a bad chatterbait, or a good chatterbait. I try not to cuss on here, because that's just not who I am and stuff. But I do appreciate it, Scott. We we do want to show love to the people that are watching. Another thing is, didn't want to get sidetracked too terribly much, but I do love how people are getting on chit chatting. That it is just great. But again, let's talk about more like what planning for the year. Um, oh, you're good, brother. I mean, I don't really care. It's just that me personally, every now and then you're gonna hear Norman do it. So I mean, especially with our podcast and with some of the people that we have coming on, we want them to be legit. So, uh, and if it happens, it happens. Well, it's no problem. I don't, so, um, I just want you to know that, I mean, me personally, I don't say it. So, because just how I feel and how I believe and how I want the channel to kind of show, um, just the Christian atmosphere that I am and stuff like that. And so I don't care in the comments or whatever. But just it is what it is. So I do.
I don't typically do it either.
Yeah, Norman.
But sometimes I got
Right.
I got a little slippage.
Right. And again, I mean, we're not perfect. So I mean, so with that being said, it happens. So it ain't like we can doing these lives that we can take it back. So I mean, you just roll with it and just go. So we also have Jamie Jones on here. Um, he's asking, are we coming to Lebanon? I almost messaged Norman and called Norman last night to see if he wanted to come to Lebanon. Lebanon's got the biggest fishing show in the Nashville area going on this weekend. Right. So I almost went. I almost called him up and see if he wanted to go today, but we had so much stuff to do. We still got videos and stuff that we're finishing up for some sponsors. So we need to get that done. We're getting things tidy up on for doing our podcast. And speaking of the podcast, Jamie, I need or we would love to have you on here talking about Chickamauga fishing. So we need to reach out to you, and when you get back in town, holler at me, and we'll try to set that up. Gum, I don't know what it is. I got the hiccups, but but Scott Walker asked if we fish tournaments. Scott, we do fish tournaments ever so often. Normally with our schedule and stuff like that. Here last year, well, we fished 2 or 3 tournaments last year.
Couple tournaments here last year. You know, I used to fish a lot of tournaments back in the day. I almost call myself kind of retired from tournament fishing. You know, more focusing on the guiding aspect now. But I personally used to fish a lot of tournaments. I fished the Toyota Series and BFLs and you know, club tournaments, of course. Back when I was in Florida, but since I moved up here to Tennessee, myself personally, I haven't done a lot. But me and Colin fished a couple, and I fished a little nighttime, you know, kind of a shootout type deal. But that's about it for me as far as that goes.
Well, because with us, it's not that we think that we're better or anything, because there are some hammers in our area. But for us, we really wanted to focus in on the video aspect of doing things. And we realized that we can focus on that video aspect a whole lot easier when it's Monday through Friday. So Saturday and Sunday, I have to work Sunday morning with my real job. But Saturday is kind of a day for us to recoup. But so we just, and if there's like a benefit tournament and stuff like that, we do like to fish those benefit tournaments just for the fact we love to help out. We love doing the stuff for the charity. Um, we we even done one for 50 legs here last year. That ended up being a good tournament for us. We were able to get uh, 3 legs for people, so that was a big deal for the first time doing the tournament. Was able to raise enough money to be able to help 3 people out with getting some prosthetics. So, but other than that, um, we want to then also talking about plans for the YouTube, trying to get back onto that train. Uh, we're going to be doing a lot of trips, as in, because mainly our YouTube shows Chickamauga and Nickajack. We're wanting to be able to hit different lakes, and so around us, like we've got Watts Bar, Gunnersville, that is just a stone's throw away. So we're going to be on them too. I have not really fished Watts Bar uh, too terribly much. I think actually the 20 plus years, Norman, that I've been here, I think I've only fished Watts Bar maybe twice.
I've never been to Watts Bar, and
So
that sounds like a fun trip too. I've heard a lot about it. Never been on it myself. Never fished it, but kind of ironic. I've been here for 2.5 years, and it is pretty close. I mean,
yeah,
it's
it
not a
is.
long drive.
I mean, it's probably about
got a chance to get out.
45, 50 minutes away from us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Scott wants to know what our YouTube channel is, so I'll say mine is CMB Bassin 1983. And Norman, what is yours?
Norman Lee Fishing.
Norman Lee Fishing. So um, Norman, talking about Norman, oh no, that is a lake. He's asking if we fished Cherokee. That is a lake that we do want to hit. We're probably going to hit it probably springtime. Norman and I have talked about it. We collab a lot with our YouTube channels, and so that is one lake that we have talked about doing is Cherokee. So so we also want to on this also I want to be able to teach methods of how we're catching fish, what we're doing, the line, the rod, reel, everything, break it down into more details. So but other than that, Norman, you ready to get uh to drawing this
Let's do it.
for the
You know what? Somebody's gonna win a pretty nice prize
monster?
back there.
Yeah, it's and what it is. Before you draw, let me explain again what it is. It's a monster bass box for January. I've been getting these for about 2.5 years. I was trying to help out a buddy of mine with this.
See what's in there.
And it's with Alex Rudd Fishing. Everybody probably knows who Alex is. He's the one that really got me turned on to doing this. I really enjoy what it is because what they'll do is they'll pick out like the area that you are in. So like for us is like Southeast Tennessee, and they pick out baits for what's the area that you're going to be using. Some months, like this month, they have the big companies will do like a box takeover. And so this month here is a box takeover by Lunker Hut. Oh man, we know Rodney Clayton, you doing good, brother? I haven't seen you. I hope that that baby and your kids doing good. I hope you're able to go out and do some fishing. If not, do some duck hunting. So Lunker Hunt took over this box, and I'll show kind of what it is that's in it. They've got, first thing is, let's see, is their finesse crawl. It's got the Ned rig hook in it, and also it's a black and blue crawl. So I enjoy throwing. I throw these quite a bit whenever I get them. And then I've never thrown this finesse frog. It's the same thing. You got the Ned rig hook, and so don't know how well this will do, but it is. I mean, it's going. I imagine it's going to catch fish. And Norman's over here grabbing stuff out of the box, showing things. Here, I'll let you show this one too. What is that you just showed?
Man, shit. Oh, somebody's breaking in back there.
That sounds like you got
Man.
a ghost back there.
Check this out, lunker hunt. Check that out. Show her spider. Check that out. You know, we at that last show we're at, the East Tennessee show. There was that lunker hunt or who was that? We're looking at some spiders up there too.
Yeah, it was lunker hunt.
Was that lunker hunt?
So,
Okay, yeah.
before
we were looking at that at their booth up there.
Yeah, before you go, Scott Walker says that he's got to go. So I hope you have a good day, brother. But he says my lead pot is getting ready to pour some custom A rigs. Great show. See you next time. Check out my jig company, Off the Hook Jigs. So yeah, Scott, before you go, holler at us. Send me a message. Send Norman a message. We want to talk to you more about it. Because that's again kind of like what our podcast is going to be about. So if we can get you to chit chat with us about it, and we'll throw some plugs out on our podcast.
Have a good day, Scott. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, definitely have a great day. Rodney Clayton says, "Been killing them birds." I've seen some pictures of where you had tailgate full of them. Now that the season's over, he's getting ready to get on some green fish. Yeah, holler at me too, Clayton or Rodney, because we need to get you out on the boat. So, all right, what else you got, brother?
All right, we got another lunker hunt here. This is a battle beetle.
A battle beetle.
The camera.
Yeah, the camera. We're looking at it and it's reversed for us. So whatever angle. So that's why it's we're trying to play with it, trying to get it in the.
It's almost like or actually, it has two treble hooks hanging at the back. Almost looks like almost kind of like a frog, but it's a beetle.
Yeah, and
jointed too.
It's I was gonna say that back end on that beetle is going to walk. So
you can see a better picture of the back over there. I don't know if it's too much glare or not.
Yeah. Then they've got the popper on here. It's called the Lunker Hunt Crush, and the glare of these lights, Norman has killed it with the brightness, and so it's kind of hard reflecting off it. But it's just a popper. It's got some the feather tied up to the back treble hook. That's going to be a great bait. You know, this popper, Norman, where could we use this popper at?
And I could think of a lot of places to use that popper.
What do you think about the Everglades with that thing?
Could you imagine? Let me check that out real quick. Check that out. Could you imagine a big old peacock coming up and crushing that thing?
Man, speaking of peacocks,
you know what?
I am stoked about going.
Oh, buddy.
Man,
I got the jitters. Think about it.
Yeah, but have you? Speaking of peacocks, we're going to try to sit because we're taking Norman's boat down there.
Oh yeah.
We're going to figure out how we can do YouTube live with both of our accounts on while we're doing it because I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah. We're going to YouTube the whole time while we're down in the Everglades. So you get to see the alligators that come up right next to the boat. I promise you, Norman, I will not stop and take pictures when we have one staring us down.
Wait, we could probably do that. We could do that. We just have to use both.
We'll have to use both. We'll have to.
Both. Yeah.
So we're going to do that because there's nothing that hits a top water like what a peacock. It's just so vicious, and it sounds like somebody's slamming a door. Just, wham! And
it doesn't matter if you got bluebird skies, bright sun skies, if it's over, it does not matter. They will crush that top water all day long. You can throw it from as soon as you get there in the morning till the sun's going down all day. It doesn't matter. They'll crush it all day long.
So we got Donnie Hendrickson is watching. What's up, Donnie?
Hello, Donnie.
So, but again, if we can get y'all to hit that like, just hammer it down. We appreciate it. Kind of helps us be able to get this out to more people. But again, we're going through the box, the Lunker Hunt or the Monster Bass Box giveaway that we're doing. We're going through the box again, kind of telling what's in it. I'm going to be doing this year. That's another thing that I'm going to be focused on trying to grow my channel as much as possible. So we're going to be giving away these Monster Bass boxes to people that subscribe to the channel. And again, that is CMB Bass in 1983. So we're wanting to do that. But they got the Lunker Hunt has a lipless crankbait. It is called the Reactor. This is pretty solid looking. I have actually fished, not with this color or anything like that. I fished one that is like a yellow and blue. I fished with it. I really enjoy it. The sound on it is a little bit different. I think they have little smaller beads in it, so it kind of sounds a little different than like the one knocker. Um, Scott, I appreciate it, man. Scott Walker said again, it's a great show, guys. So
thanks, Scott. Really appreciate it, man.
We really do enjoy doing this. We love the communication in between the viewers and ourselves. So, what else, Norman? I know there was something else that was in this box, and I think you've got it right there.
We actually checked that. I want you to check this bit out, guys. There's another Lunker Hunt. This is how do you pronounce it? The Swim Bonito or
Bonito?
Bonito. Check out this. Let me see if I can get it where you can all see it. But that's a swim bait, the Swim Bonito by Lunker Hunt. That actually looks like a really, really cool swim bait too.
So all of this is
this one is actually, this particular one's actually in their ghost color. It's a 4.5 inch. Bam.
So and all these products, I have not opened them up. I almost did not, and which I said on the video before, I almost did not want to give away this box because of that battle beetle and that reckless roach. I think that reckless roach is going to be killer because we've seen the spiders catch a bunch of fish. So we are going to, I'm going to give this away. We're actually, since we've already done everything, they've got coupons in here for like 20% off of Lunker Hunt website, and it has a code on there in the box that you can use. And it has a code for the Monster Bass box to where you can get, I think it's 20% off also for your first box of Monster Bass. Including in that, it has a golden ticket, and what it is in that golden ticket is that once a week, Monster Bass does a live on their Facebook. You can watch it. They draw multiple tickets to where you can win, and just because it's that month does not mean, it go back. So you want to kind of keep the tickets to where you can. And if you win, you get a pretty good prize pack on that. So with that being said, it comes with a little book talking. It shows you how to use the baits that they are given. So it's a pretty good little, pretty good informal book. So it tells you where you want to throw it, how you want to throw it, what line, and all that stuff, and rods. So this is a good little book, especially when you're trying to find, or you're fishing baits that you do not know or you have not fished before. So with that being said, brother,
ready to do this?
Let's draw. That's what we're here for.
All right. Shake them up really good.
Shake them up, bro.
And our makeshift Jiffy. You see what I eat a lot of, right?
Yeah.
You know what? There's no other better food on a boat than a PB&J or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to talk about brands because we're not sponsored by them. If they want to give us $1, then we'll start showing names.
Ready to do this?
We are ready, brother.
All right,
so, who's the winner, brother?
We got five.
Yeah, I got 5 subscribers off this video. So all 5 of them have got put into the peanut butter jug, and Norman is drawing them. So I need you, Norman, to draw out.
Here.
You got. Make sure you just got one.
Just got one. All right. Set it down here.
So tell me, brother, who is getting this box?
Who is going to be the lucky recipient of MonsterBox? We got Mr. Aaron Vincent.
Aaron Vincent, brother. Congratulations, Aaron Vincent. We get in touch with me, and I don't think he's on right now. I think he's actually working, but he's on here a lot of our videos too. So let's, Aaron, I need you to get in contact. Well, actually, I will message you through probably Facebook or Instagram or something like that. But Aaron, you are the lucky winner of the Monster Bass Box giveaway. We're going to be doing this again next month with the giveaway. And surprise, surprise, Norman, we're going to be doing a giveaway in between. How you doing, James Bryant? We're going to be giving away in between now and the time that I do another Monster Bass box. We're going to be giving away for Norman's channel and my channel. We're going to be giving away. We've got a sponsor that I have reached out to and told them what we're doing. And so they are sending us some deals.
Yeah.
So I think you kind of know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
But I talked to them and they said that they love it for us to be able to do the giveaways. So they're sending us stuff to give away.
Yeah.
So, but
we won't announce it right now. We'll announce it when we get there.
We'll
kind of do a unveiling.
Exactly.
Of
so that's going to be another part of really kind of both of Norman's and myself's. We're wanting to do these giveaways because our sponsors help us out so much. I'm not sponsored by Monster Bass by no means, but I buy the subscriptions. So, but if it's helping me out to be able to grow my channel, to me, it is worth it. So with that being said, but our sponsors wanting to jump in with what we're doing on that aspect and be able to help grow our channels also. So, Norman, you got anything else?
Not really. That's about it. Just stay tuned. In probably about another hour, we're going to have another live coming on a different subject, kind of talking about our live chat. We're going to have a weekly live chat. We're going to kind of announce. We started the live chat last week, and it's going to be a weekly thing. But we're going to announce, when we're going to do it each week, kind of a time frame, so everybody could kind of, mark it on our schedules and kind of have an idea when we're going to be on each week. Plus, we're going to talk about the podcast as well.
Yeah, that is going to be a very cool video that we're doing here in about an hour.
About an hour.
So, but again, was wanting to get on here. I was wanting to do the Monster Bass giveaway, and again, congratulations to Aaron Vincent.
Congratulations, Aaron.
He is the winner. So again, please like and subscribe the YouTube channel CMB Bassin 1983. And Norman, what is yours again?
That's what Aaron's getting right there. What is mine? Normally fishing. Normally fishing. Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. Everybody subscribing. It just kind of helps us out, and it allows us to actually be able to get more and better content out as well.
It does, and then it helps one with being able to get our sponsor stuff out to other people. and stuff. And so people love getting stuff for free.
But
So
yeah, and kind of look for more of this too between Colin's channel and mine. We're gonna try to be able to do a lot more of this too to kind of
yeah,
give back to the, give back to all of you that kind of help us out and support
yeah.
us as well.
And what we might do is we might do one like a big giveaway. I just thinking about this, Norman. Tell me what you think. We might do a bigger giveaway um, 1 month to be able to see who has like who can get their channel to grow, get the most subscribers in that month. So it's going to be a battle between Norman and myself about seeing who can get the most subscribers, and then we're going to pick somebody off of that winning channel subscribing channel. What do you think of that, Norman?
Sounds like a good deal.
So yeah, we're just trying. One, we're wanting to grow our channel. We're wanting to be able to do more and get a better footprint into the fishing aspect of things. This year is going to be our year to be able to start putting our footprint into that. And so again, we.
So if whoever wants a good trip to Hawaii, just make sure you subscribe to my channel.
Right, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If
Just
his
kidding.
if
Don't
his
quote me
wife
on that.
if his wife somebody's recording that right now.
You need a roomie there.
Yeah, if his wife heard that, she would go nuts.
The doghouse would be an understatement.
Oh yeah, yeah, you'd be under it. But again, we want to thank you so much. We love all y'all. We want to be able to share more content with y'all. We got a big year coming up. Y'all heard a little bit about the stuff that we are doing. So keep an eye out on our channels. Well, Jeff, man, I hadn't heard from you in a while. I'm glad to see that all the rock climbing and stuff. Jeff, before I do this, I want to say this. Jeff had a motorcycle accident that cost him one of his legs. And I have never seen the desire and stuff that I've seen from him. He does everything. He drives a big truck and he rock climbs. Who would have ever thought somebody that's an amputee to be able to do some rock climbing? So, Jeff, kudos to you. Props to you, brother. I hope everything's doing good. I hope your family's doing well. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channels, and we will catch y'all here on the next one. Tight lines, and see you out on the water. See you guys.